Hello First Strike fans, we have got some great news for you. There is a bunch of new content headed your way, but we need your support for it. We have just launched a Kickstarter and we are looking for your help. Now this little presentation is going to give you a slight introduction into how this Kickstarter came to be, why we're doing it, what kinds of content awaits you, how long it's going to take. So sit back, enjoy the presentation and learn how you can support us for this brand new content. So when we talk about bringing multiplayer to PC, we need to understand where we're coming from and how we led up to this. So let's look at the current situation. We have mobile users and PC users. The mobile users have two apps at their disposal. One app is the free version that contains all the new updates with the new superpowers, the super weapons, and multiplayer. The other app that they have is the one-time payment First Strike Classic, which is what you also have as a PC user. Now, the First Strike Classic doesn't have multiplayer and doesn't have the newest updates or the newest contents. And this is something that we want to change because as things stand, this means that the PC users will be a largely isolated community. There won't be a community that can mix in with the multiplayers, right? So we're trying to bring these two communities together, help you play with each other on multiplayer, and also bring this new content to PC. That is our top goal right now for this Kickstarter, bringing multiplayer to PC, bringing all the new content to you. So maybe you're asking yourself, why are we doing this all of a sudden? Well, recently we launched a survey where we asked you guys a series of questions regarding the future of First Strike. And one of the questions was pertaining to multiplayer to PC, where we asked you, would you like to have multiplayer on PC? Some 2,500 people took part in this survey and gave us their opinion, and the results were astounding. And it was quite frankly humbling for us, and we had to sit down and think about what this actually meant. Because 90% of people said that they would love to have multiplayer on PC. And 70% said they would love to support a Kickstarter if it meant they would get new content. So this is big news for us. This means that there is a lot of support for the game, of course. And not only is there support for the game, but it's also a strong wish for the game to expand. So for you people on PC, we're going to bring a lot of new content if we can get this Kickstarter going. So we sat down as a team and we thought about the future of First Strike and thought about what can we do with this information, because this is a very, very strong response and very strong support. So how can we use this? So we came to two conclusions. Seeing as we had such strong support, we knew we had to do two things. Number one, we have to bring multiplayer to PC and bring all of the new content to PC as well. So all the new superpowers of the new super weapons will be brought to PC. And in addition to that, that's step two, we will bring additional content, not just to PC, but also to mobile. So at the end of this Kickstarter, our goal is to have multiplayer to PC plus additional content on top of all of that. So as a PC user, you might be asking yourself, okay, what kind of content are we dealing with here? So our main goal is to achieve multiplayer to PC and bring all the new super weapons and superpowers to you. So that's brand new content for you. That's our main goal. And on top of that main goal, we have stretch goals. And these are 5 stretch goals that contain even more content for you, which we want to bring to everyone, right? So it's not just PC users, but also for the mobile users as well. And then together you guys can play together in multiplayer and enjoy these new features. So these stretch goals can be achieved after we achieve the main goal. Now we have kept 4 of these stretch goals hidden because we want to keep them a surprise and tease you just a little bit. But one stretch goal we have revealed, and that is diplomacy to multiplayer. Now, diplomacy to multiplayer is a feature that many have been asking for on mobile, so it's a very sought after piece of content. So we decided to show you guys these and tease you a little bit so that you kind of get a feeling of what the other 4 things might be. Because these are things that you have been discussing over the past couple of weeks, months, and years, things that you enjoy, and we decided as a team that we should reward you and thank you for all of your support and bring these sought after content to you guys. So just to summarize what we've been talking about here, if you're on PC, there is a lot of content coming your way. So there will be multiplayer coming to PC, brand new superpowers and super weapons coming to PC, and on top of that, 5 stretch goals, each with individual content, also coming to PC. So there is a lot headed your way if we can make this happen. So for the sake of transparency, we want to talk about the financial situation as well and kind of understand where will this money be used and will it be used for something sensible. So bringing a game from mobile to PC isn't a simple copy-paste work. There's a lot of technical difficulties and a lot of hurdles that need to be overcome. So we need an entire tech team behind it, and there's a lot of people power behind it that takes a lot of time. So these are 2 very expensive resources, which unfortunately we quite simply cannot fund on our own, right? which brings us to the next point. Why can't you do this on your own? Aren't you a gaming studio? Don't you have an income revenue? Well, we do, but it's not enough. So we have monetized the game to a certain degree. In First Strike, we have the Nuclear Club subscription with which we generate some kind of revenue. But unfortunately, this revenue is not enough to sustain a project of this amount. So bringing out all of this content, bringing the mobile version to PC, bring all this new content together will take more resources than we actually can fund, which is why we really need your support on this. We figured that since there was such a resounding response in the survey and such strong support for you guys and you want to see new content, we would love from the bottom of our hearts to give you this content, but we cannot do it on our own. We really need your help from your way. It actually gets even better. So on top of all of the content that we've just discussed, you can actually get even more goodies. So we've made a little list here of things you can get depending on your donation tier. This ranges from things like Nuclear Cup subscription for a lifetime. You can get exclusive baseball caps, exclusive t-shirts. One personal favorite of mine is you can get your name in the game credits. So you can forever be a part of First Strike history, forever be a part of the game with a certain donation tier. Another thing going in that direction is you can have your name written on one of the rockets. So imagine you're playing the game and you zoom in on one of the rockets and your name is written on there. Taking that a step further, you also have the option to rename one of the rockets. So I've written down a nice example here on the right side. You can rename the Tsar to Rocket McRocketface, for instance. I'm just spitballing here, but you can call it whatever you want as long as it's not too vulgar. So there's a whole bunch of goodies and a wide range of goodies you can choose from. For sure, there's something on this list that interests you. There's also things like visiting us in the studio here in Zurich, where we can make an entire day out of it, show you around, you can talk to everyone, play games together, have lunch, have dinner together, and we'll make a day out of it. Now at this point, we kind of have to address the elephant in the room and discuss what happens if we don't reach these goals we set out to get. Now, the first and most obvious one is that multiplayer won't come to PC. All of the new content won't be coming to PC, and all of this additional content, all the stretch goals that we discussed, those won't be coming to PC either. And the third point, which is probably the largest one, is that the future of First Strike will kind of be in question, because the future of First Strike will solely depend on the Nuclear Cup's subscription, right? So if the Nuclear Cup subscription loses popularity in the future, the game will not generate any revenue, and eventually the game could potentially die out and there will be no more content, well, ever. But that's a very grim situation that we really don't want to talk about just yet. We're very optimistic. And again, going from the survey, we know we have the support and we know we can achieve this with your help. We need to achieve this with your help. Which brings us to the final topic of how much is actually needed to fund this. So 16,000 euros is the base value that we need to bring multiplayer to PC and all the newest content to PC. Everything that goes beyond the 16,000 euros will be flowed into the stretch goals that we talked about for the additional 5 contents, right? So that's around 16,000 US dollars, around 2.25 million yen. We've got a couple of currencies here for you. And that all amounts to give or take 20 PlayStation 5s. So it's something to think about. If you can support us, that would be amazing. If you cannot support us, that's fine as well. But for the future of First Strike will depend on you. And if you want all this new content, then we need your help to achieve this. So thank you so much for your time. We hope you will support us. Check out our Kickstarter. There's a video there again explaining everything. Thank you guys so much for all of your support over the years. You have been amazing. We have built such an amazing community on Discord. You guys have been the best for us. We really enjoy what we're doing and we want to bring new content out to First Strike. We want to bring new content to you and we want to bring these two communities together. We want to bring the PC users to the mobile users and kind of mix everyone together and create amazing memories together. So thank you so much for your support and we hope to see you on the Kickstarter. Stay safe, guys, and we'll hear from you soon.